Hello, Edgewood family. Back in about 2017, I started taking the book "Twas the Night Before Christmas" and changing it to kind of be our own personal "Twas the Night Before Christmas" book. And I shared that with staff and students the last couple of years. Due to COVID, over the past year or two, we haven't been able to do that. So this year we're going to go back reading a story that I made up about our staff and students here at Edgewood High School. And we're using our multimedia class this year to videotape it, and we'll be able to share it with our students, and then the students can share it with their family members if they want. So now I'm going to read this year's December 2021, "Twas the Night Before Christmas" for Edgewood High School. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the wood, not a student was misbehaving, because they all wanted live school points for being good. The Chromebooks were hung by the library with care, in hopes that Miss Fisher would soon be there. The students were nestled, all snug in their new threads, while visions of Michigan beating Ohio State danced in their heads. And Crooks in his truck and Simpson in her Jeep had just settled down for a long winter's sleep. When down in the gym there rose such a clatter, Cray sprang from his office to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew like a deer, tore open the gym doors, and hit Junker right in the rear. The hopes of school being canceled from the new fallen snow, as Miss Cato in the morning hands out party slips to the students below. What to my wondering eyes should there feature but a black sheriff's cruiser carrying 8 tiny teachers, with a little old driver whose age really shows. I knew in a moment it must be Officer Rose. More rapid than warriors, the teachers they came, and he blew his cop whistle and shouted and called them by name. Now Hartzell, now Nesbitt, now Phillips and Harper, on Sanchez, on Pachi, on Evans and Stolfer. To the top of the hall, to the top of the school, now run away from Riedel, the assistant principal. As Fowler screams out loud at the periodic table, the students look at each other and say, "Is this guy stable?" So up to the rooftop, the teachers they ran, with a cruiser full of Google Classroom assignments and Officer Rose, the man. And then, in a split second, we heard on the roof, could that be Mr. Anderjack teaching all his mathematical proofs? As we drew in our heads and all turned around, down the incinerator Officer Rose fell and knocked Mr. Cato to the ground. He was dressed in his uniform from his feet to his hat, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes except for his shiny badge. A bundle of passes he had hanging from his limb, and he looked like Mr. Sardella after working out at the gym. His eyes, how they twinkled like a musical ballad. He enjoyed lunch duty with the students and always ate tossed salad. His cute little smile was noticed and brings all of us peace. And sometimes while greeting kids in the morning, he would get pooped on by overflying geese. The plastic on his hat gave him protection from the rain, and his personality is just like Mr. Kirby, always wanting to entertain. He had a cute little face and a little round belly. He always turned off the laminator to protect us when it became quite smelly. He always greeted the students in the morning with a smile so charming, and yelled at the teachers driving in front of the school with the buses in the morning. A wink of his eye when the student wanted to talk, he never rejected. Soon gave us to know we would always be protected. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the lockers, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger on his official ticket book and giving a nod up the incinerator he took. He sprang to his cruiser, to the teachers he gave a whistle, and away they all left like the students with early dismissal. But we heard him exclaim as his cruiser lights drove off out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all the students and staff, and to all a good night." I hope all of you enjoy your holiday break, and we are looking forward to seeing you back in the next new year.